going to be a really long day. We have a lot of things to do, so we need to get started immediately. The main focus of today's video, however, is to complete the rest of the engine install. So we need to get most of this back together. We'll be doing that just a little bit later. We first need to work on the BMW, try to get that sorted because it's getting ready for its first inspection and hopefully the last one. Big yikes. Oh, why? If you're new to the channel, you probably have no idea what the hell this BMW is doing here. This makes no sense because I deal with MR2s, I deal with JDM cars, and that is correct. At the beginning of the year, Lachlan and I decided to purchase a wrecked vehicle to try fix up and make a profit on. We quickly learnt that it's harder than we thought, and this is probably the worst financial decision I've ever made in my whole entire life. So, at this point, it is what it is. There'll be an update on this BMW coming up pretty soon. We gotta fix it and get it ready for its next inspection. So I'm gonna try and make this thing quick. We need to take off both these fenders. We need to take off the bumper because we need to fix something underneath there. Oh, and for the people asking for an update on the BMW, look, we've taken off all the plastic dip on the wheels. It looks 10 times better. Have a look at that. The next clip of this car will be the fenders off and the bumper off. About an hour and a half later, 2 hours, Lachlan's here. We have the BMW pretty much completely disassembled. If you have a look at the front of it right now, you can see that the bumper's off, the fender's off. And the reason why we did this is because we forgot to put bolts in, and they are a mandatory fix to get this car back on the road. Otherwise, it will not pass an inspection because they do a really thorough inspection in Victoria, and it makes everything really hard. So there's a bolt right here at the back of the fender, just here, and it's stripped. We bought the fender with that bolt in, and it seems like every single BMW has the same issue where the bolt strips in that specific corner. So we need to drill that out, and then we can finally get the BMW on the road and try to sell it to possibly one of you guys if you want to buy it. You know, if you want to buy it, just message me on Instagram because we're trying to get rid of it. Bad decision, huh?
What do you mean? Best decision of 2020. Doesn't even top coronavirus.
I hope you can feel the sarcasm. I hope you can feel it. Me, that's loud. Jesus. We managed to get it out. We didn't even need to drill it out. It kind of just like lost its grip in there. Here you go. I don't know if it's going to focus on that, but that's the culprit that caused us a lot of pain. And this is why we had to do this. And we put it off for so long because Lachlan and I are lazy and don't want to work in this BMW, and it's really bad. And I hate this car, man.
Is, we need to find a bolt that's that size.
Nah, we got one.
Yeah, when you were drilling.
So we just found an incredible discovery with these BMW fenders. So on one side, the bolt is actually a lefty tighty. What the f? What the actual f? Right. This is why the bolt on the right side of the car
snaps off.
Exactly. So everyone has the same issue. They're just like trying to take it off going left, but really that's tightening it.
And you snap the head off.
That's exactly why we did it. Dude, BMWs are a joke.
Well, not really. If we followed the manual, it would have told us what we had to do.
Yeah, but just common sense. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. But there's one bolt on the car that just doesn't go lefty loosey, righty tighty. It just... Oops. Man! So we've got the BMW completely assembled. We're now going to take it down to a tyre shop to get new tyres for this car because that's what it requires to get the next inspection done. I'm looking forward to driving this car. It's a great car to drive. I really enjoy it. Oi, 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 oi!
No talk, no talk, no talk.
Okay. You can chill now. Oh, it grinded bad. Okay, we're on our way to go to the wreckers. We're finally able to work on the V6 now. Actually, we gotta go home first and grab all the tools. There's a few things that we need to pick up from the wreckers. We need to pick up an alternator, AC compressor, we need to pick up AC lines. We're now here at the wreckers. As you can see, there are a few things that we need to pick up for the BMW, but we're mainly going to get stuff for Lachlan's V6 swap. Our first candidate, ooh, looks like it's been in a fire or something. Oh, door doesn't open. Looks like we can't get it. We're now in the Camry section now. Half of these engines are out of the car because obviously people are after 1MZs. It's easy to replace these engines, so I'm guessing that's why. This could be a 1MZ.
Hinge out.
But we're finding most of the engines, all the 1MZs are gone. We found a 1MZ. It looks a little bit cooked. I mean, we got stuff we can get from here. How many Ks has this thing done? 200,000? Is that the Ks? It says Eng out though on that. I don't know why. Oh yuck! I just touched all the sticky stuff here on the door. It's got a digital odometer, so we can't tell. Man, this cam gear looks
munted.
So a little bit of a bummer. We can't find a single 1MZ engine anywhere. They're all 3BZs. They've all been parted out, which is really annoying. So we don't have a 1MZ at all. There's literally nothing here. We can't find a good alternator. We can't find a good compressor.
No. We found one alternator and one compressor, and both have been impacted by the rail from a side impact.
So there's no point. We need to go back. We may as well just put the cams in today, I guess. That's really annoying. That's super annoying. But yeah, well, we also got a call from the place where we dropped off the BMW telling us that they couldn't find the lock nut, and we forgot to put that back in the car. So we need to go all the way back home and get the lock nut and give it back to the people at the tyre shop. So big fail. Okay, so we're back at the Rex H garage again, and Lachlan is going to be putting most of this engine back together because I need to go get some food because I'm hungry as hell. We're going to attempt to get the cams back in today and try to replace the cam seals as well, as they look pretty crusty and also seem like they were a culprit of the massive amounts of oil leaks on this engine. So you can see that we do need to do a little bit more cleaning on the buckets over here. Lachlan's going to get the cams. He's going to place them over there and start cleaning them down, dousing them with some degreaser. Yeah, there's a fair few instructions to get these cams in, so it's pretty complicated for us. You probably think it's easy if you have done this before, but this is all new to us, so yeah. For those who haven't seen, these are the cams. They have seen better days, but they look fine. They're gonna work. Fingers crossed. For some reason, all the 1MZs there sell really quick. So apparently they're used in taxis and stuff. So I guess that's why they sell super quickly, because everyone wants to get their taxi working. But we want our race car working, so dang it.
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So putting on some assembly lube now before we drop in the cams and the reused bearings, just so it's not metal on metal contact, as there is no oil in the motor right now.
Because there's no such thing as too much lube. However, you don't want to go too crazy, because then when you first start the engine, then it'll just be like, I don't know.
Nothing wrong with too much lube.
Nah, should be right. But like I said, we both don't know what the hell we're doing, so
it's just sort of following the manual.
Yeah, it's probably not going to work, so
it should be right.
We'll see about that.
Install camshafts. Notice since the tries.
The reason why you use assembly lube and not engine oil, to my knowledge, is that assembly lube is sort of sticky and tacky. So when you're using engine oil, it's obviously very slippery. But when you use this stuff, it like sticks onto all the metal bits and just makes it easier to deal with and handle with. This is lithium based as well. Don't know what that means, but yeah, it's a camshaft and engine assembly lube, so it should be the correct stuff, I guess.
Here as well.
Because we have to make sure that those gears line up.
Yeah, so
is that the right way? Yeah? Oh, you want me to move this thing?
Yeah, that needs to be flipped. Thank you.
Wait, no, dude, this is the wrong one. You got the wrong way. That can't be right. Dude, this is sticking out. That should be, should be like at the end. Like that should be, no, that's not right. I think you got the wrong one. It's for this side. Yeah, it's for this one. Take it out. So, unsuccessful cam install. We were looking at my old footage to see which cam went on which side, and I think we misinterpreted it because those cams are supposed to go on this side of the engine, the left side of the engine. So that's why we had a massive gap here, because the gap on the other side's bigger. So we're just going to install the cam on the other side. So it makes sense now, yeah? So it looks like they can only go in one way.
So the two dots there, or the one dot rather, replicate that. Align the timing marks one dot on the camshaft, drive and driven gears. I guess that's drive and that's driven.
So like we explained when we were taking these cams off, there's these two little dots on the camshaft itself. They're right there. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but they have to line up completely for these cams to be in time. We're just trying to figure out if they're aligned at the correct position, but it seems like so far that we have it all lined up correctly. I guess time will tell when we decide to rotate the engine and have a look at the cams. From the manual, it seems correct. But yeah, Lachlan and I didn't even do it like what the manual said. We kind of just aligned them in the air and we just like put it down as one unit. It was weird.
Yeah, a dot.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yikes. This shit, wipe it with finger. So we're going off pictures trying to see if the cam caps were correct, and something must have happened between Lachlan and I cleaning up the garage, but they weren't in the correct order. But luckily the manual tells you where each bearing cap goes on. So there's a number. There's actually a number on top of each cam cap.
Indicating exhaust or intake, so we're saved.
Yeah, we are, luckily. Are you getting him in the right direction as well?
Yeah,
there's like an arrow? Alright, sweet. An arrow points towards what? Timing belt. So we have all the bearing caps on. We've taken out the old cam seals as well. As you can see, they're out. And we've cleaned all up in here. We have the cams in the heads now. And you can see here, we've lined up everything perfectly. So everything should potentially be in time, right?
It should.
It should. It should.
You know what? It will be in time.
Interesting.
I'm that confident. They were just painted and they look phenomenal.
They look really good, like crazy good. Look at that, that's insane. The yellow on that is nuts. But we do have some coffins, some
kamikaze, some flies that embedded themselves.
Yeah, they just like opened their wings and landed in the paint, but it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good.
Some kamikazes.
It's one boy out.
Okay, no, that easy.
Just caps, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh, this one's in there a little bit. You bastard. Come out. Oh, well, that one was bad. That's not good. Whoopsies. Can he do it? Oi, oi.
That is the most sketchiest thing ever. Jesus Christ.
What's going on? Here we go. Damn, it's looking good, dude. Finally, making progress. It's looking so good now. Damn, dude, that looks sick. Yeah, but when I
Yeah, we need to do it up properly.
Yeah.
Out of 69 foot-pounds.
69 foot-pounds? Yep.
As per the manual.
Cam seal. What's going on? So how much foot-pounds?
69.
69? Stop.
Read what the manual says.
69?
Install gasket to cylinder head cover. Install cylinder head cover with 8 bolts, uniformly tightening bolts in several passes. Install 2 cylinder head covers. Torque 8 Newton meters, 8 kilograms, 869.
Inch pounds? Oh my god.
Oops.
Oh my god.
Oops.
Bruh, you could have stripped the hell out of the heads.
Oops.
Fam.
It said LB.
What? Bruh.
It was a small L.
Dude, you could have completely... We're putting the cam seal in by getting an old seal, the seal that came off the engine, and putting it over the cam and just kind of hammering it around, as you'll see.
Pretty ingenious.
So I reckon that's going to conclude today's video. Lachlan, come here.
Had to add to the Instagram story.
Oh, go follow us on Instagram, by the way.
At Lockie Soup and Rick's H.
So we did a lot today. We
basically assembled the whole top end.
Yeah, so we got the cams in, put the rocker covers on, we replaced all the seals, put sealant around the half moons. Yeah, that took quite a long time.
I thought 3 hours.
Yeah, it took a long time. Yeah, there's just a lot of little things involved, like putting sealant around in all the right places, so yeah.
Well, next episode will be timing the motor. That should be an interesting one.
Lachlan has also purchased a Fidanza flywheel, so a lightweight flywheel for his whole swap, which is going to be giving him a lot more power as well, because it obviously allows him to spin up the engine quicker because it has less weight. We also need to find ourselves a PCB valve, it looks like. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one.